Hey y'all, it's me, Gage. I figured while I looked presentable, I'd do a pick a card reading for you. I will switch the camera to looking at the cards once I start the reading, and also for a little bit so you can pick your pile. I will also be doing charms this reading. I learned from last time that even if I don't intend to do charms, I'm probably going to pull them anyway, so I brought out my charm box. Because, you know, that's how I do. So it's going to be charms and oracle cards and tarot. We'll put timestamps below, but let's get to it. Hello. So it's going to be 3 piles today. I only used 2 decks. I used the Zombie Tarot and the Moonology Oracle. So this is going to be pile number 1, 2, and 3. Pile number 1 has these, it's a charm with a bunch of chains on it. Pile number 2 is this flower petal with flowers on it. And pile number 3 is this little star charm. And pause this video if you need to pick a pile. But I am going to move on to pile number 1. Oh, there's kittens everywhere. So, pile number 1. So, right off the bat, chains, when I usually see this one, it makes me think of breaking free of a situation. Because, like, in the right light, these look very sturdy and ominous, but then it's literally just plastic. So, something that's been confining you isn't as, I guess, tough as it's making itself out to be. Some situation that seems impossible to overcome is not as intense as it currently seems. So for your oracle, we have bring love into the situation, a new moon in Aquarius, and a new start is coming with the new moon. And then your oracle, or not your oracle, that was your oracle. Your tarot is the 6 of Hazards, the Emperor, Queen of Cups, and 5 of Wands. So what this tells me here with this 5 of Wands is you're currently dealing with some kind of fight. There's something that's been going on in your life that's a lot of tension and argument, and Spirit is saying you need to bring love into the situation, right? Bring this Queen of Cups energy where she's got emotional stability. She's got everything she could want. She's not worried about anything, right? So this Spirit is saying whatever this issue that you've been fighting about is, you have to approach it in a new way from a place of love, but that also a new start is coming here. So I'm getting that whatever the situation is might have involved someone like offering you gifts with strings attached. It might have been someone trying to use you as their puppet, or someone using someone else as a puppet to negatively affect you in some way. But with that, I'm getting with this Emperor card, because you see he's guarding this little kid behind him, right? I'm getting you need to stand your ground in the situation, but not from a place of hatred, right? You need to stand your ground, but do it with love and compassion, not with just pure malice. That was super short, but it was right to the point. I'm going to grab some charms for you. Let's see what we got. Alright, so this charm, it's almost like a mirror, right? But it doesn't quite reflect right. So I'm getting that something is being hidden currently that might be coming to light soon. Also that you might need to reflect on some inward things right now, because you're not getting a clear picture of the situation, approaching it as you currently are. Then we've got this charm, which it's 3 moons and 3 orangish orbs. So that's the 2nd chakra. But moon, again, with this new start coming. I'm getting you might want to use lunar energy in your practices. Maybe focus on meditating more at night. Also, remember the rule of 3. Whatever you put out comes back threefold, both good and bad. So anyone who's been negatively affecting you will face their karma threefold. So you need to make sure what you're putting out is out of a place of love, that you're not just copying their energy, right? And then we do have this, it's a bunch of like little red danglies, but some of the little charms are missing off of them. So that tells me you might be feeling unbalanced in your root chakra. So possibly work on some grounding exercises as well as eating red foods. And we've got a little frog. Got a little frog. Little frog. So I have my animal spirit guidebook near me because I was contemplating using that. I'm going to see if there's a frog card in here. I don't think there is, but I am going to look. Oh, there is. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. The frog talks about clearing, cleansing, and healing. So you're being asked that with this new start coming, you cleanse yourself of the negative energy you were facing before. You kind of let it go. Let it go. So I'm not Christian, but I keep this in my box to represent just spirituality in general. So whatever spirituality means to you, it's time to reconnect to that. Spirit might be trying to send you messages that you're not quite getting because you are focused on this, and you really need to reconnect so that as you're getting messages that are trying to help guide you through the situation, you know what to do, right? And then we've got this green pendant. So that's the heart chakra, especially talking about bringing love into the situation. I'm also getting bring some self-love into the situation. I feel like you may tend to worry about other people before yourself, and that might be how the situation started, but right now it's time to worry about you and how things affect you, not just other people. Oh, and then we got a smiling cat. So thinking back on my animal spirit guidebook over here, I'm pretty sure the only cat I really dealt with in that deck is a tiger, which talks about using lunar energy. Again, with this charm as well. So don't be afraid of the dark aspects of yourself. Use the dark to help you figure out what you need to illuminate, right? Like, the hidden aspects are still a part of you, and trying to hide them and deny them only makes it worse. So it's important to bring those things to light and see how even your shadow aspects can work in your favor. And then we have this, it's a fake pearl, but it's a pearl. So pearls are made when sand gets in a clam's shell, and the clam puts, it makes this around it so that the sand stops bothering it, right? So I'm getting that whatever you're going through is painful, but beauty is going to come out of it. Something that you've been longing for will come out of this situation. I'm going to pull a couple cards from my Corona Tarot, actually. No, I lied. I'm going to pull them from my Zombie Tarot. To see if I can get any other clarifiers on this situation. Because I feel like there's more, but... Right. Got Strength. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Alright, so... Yeah, so Fortune is trying to work in your favor, but you really need to stay strong right now, because I'm getting that you're overwhelmed. It's like, this has been going on for so long, I can't do it much longer, which I feel you, fam. But what this is saying is you do have to stay strong, because if you can stay strong in this situation, the Wheel of Fortune will turn in your favor. that is all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope you found it helpful, and I'm going to move on to pile number 2. Whoop. Alright. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. I might pick clarifiers for you, I don't know. But right off the bat, this flower charm, to me this talks about growth. It also talks about the rule of 3, because there's 3 flowers, right, with 3 gems that makes each flower, right? So rule of 3, whatever you're putting out is going to come back right now. So make sure what you're doing with good intentions and not out of malice. Let's see. We've got nothing will come of this situation and work through your fears. And for your tarot, we have Death, 4 of Swords, 8 of Swords, and the King of Wands. All right. So what I'm getting from this, what I'm getting from this is right now you're in a situation that's pretty crappy. You've been trying to maybe salvage something, but Spirit is saying there's nothing coming of it. It's time to end this cycle you've been stuck in. And in ending this cycle, you're going to need to rest and work through your fears. Because you see this guy lying on his cot, right? He's worrying about what he's going to face the next day instead of actually getting the rest he needs. And Spirit is saying letting your fears consume you like that is not going to help you once this new situation, once this cycle ends, you're going to be starting a new cycle, and allowing fears like this to overwhelm you is not going to help you, and it's going to be detrimental to your progress. Because again, right now you feel like you're trapped, right? Like your solution's right there, but you're like, I just can't reach far enough. But it's like there's other ways out of the situation that you're not even thinking about. I'm also getting maybe that it's like the anxiety that makes your chest feel tight, where it's like an all-consuming kind of anxiety. You're being asked to look at it from a new direction, right? This King of Wands, King of Wands in this deck talks about actually building. So it literally talks about construction, but I'm getting that you need to build off of what you're fearful of. Take what you're afraid of and turn it into something that'll be useful to you. Don't let it control you. You control it. I'm going to pull some charms now, see what I can get. Oh, yeah. Alright. So, this charm did come up in my last pick a card video. I take it either as a wand or a boat oar. So this could mean a need for travel. It could mean a need to reconnect to water. But I'm also getting that in this case it could be a wand, just because we do have the King of Wands here and you're trying to end a cycle, and an ace and a king to me definitely says end of a cycle. So we also have this little blue charm. It's a triangle, so when I see triangles I do think rule of 3. But you can see right here, the charm is incomplete. Some of the gems have fallen out. So, and since blue is the throat chakra, I'm getting you might not be speaking with your truest intent at heart right now. And I literally just found a cat claw on the floor, so I'm going to take that as, I take cat claws as good luck. So it's like, if you can work on speaking your truth and not masking it for whatever reason, things are going to go better. I'm getting that this whole situation here might be you've been trying to hide aspects of yourself to please other people, but Spirit's saying that's not going to help you. You need to be you, and if the people around you don't like that, you need to find different people to be around. Okay, so this is a really random charm I have, and it just looks like an angry face. To me, it looks almost like someone being like upset or scolding someone. So this tells me that like the reason you haven't been speaking your truth is because you are fearful of what people will say. And again, those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. So don't take into account other people's negative feelings about who you truly are when trying to meditate on who you actually are and who you want to become. And then we have this, it's a music note and it's a ballet slipper. So I take that as, one, you need to, with dance, I think dance as being joyous, having a reason to rejoice. So you need to find something that makes you happy and do it. Also, that spirit might be trying to communicate to you through music, so pay attention to what you listen to. Like if a song comes on the radio, pay attention to the words. I'm getting that this might have to do with relationships, because fornication charm. So it could mean you're kind of lonely right now, and that's getting in the way of trying to be who you are. You're focusing more on trying to build relationships, but this is very how should I say it, fuckboy energy. Like, you're not going to attract the kind of people to you who like you. You're just going to attract, that. So although it may take longer to find a partner or partners, if you're true to yourself, the relationships you will build are more worthwhile and more worth your effort than masking who you are for the sake of companionship. Then we've got this red charm surrounding a white charm. So for me, this, let me count how many reds there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So 11 is a very powerful number. I actually resonate a lot with the number 11. It's I think it's one of the numbers of leaders, but that's also the number 2, which talks about choices, if we refer to tarot. So right now you're facing a choice in the truest essence of yourself, because red is root chakra, and that's like who you are. At least that's how I sometimes take it. I take it as the root of the situation also. So you need to decide what you're going to do. If you're going to continue to try and wear this mask, which Spirit is saying isn't going to work anyway, or if you're going to actually come out and be like, this is who I am, this is what I'm about, regardless of what those around you may think. Then we've got, this is an awkward little charm. It's just a couple little shapes, but again, one's missing. And I'm going to assume it was a red charm because the other charm is shaped the same way. So again, that's saying you need to work on your root chakra and grounding. And I'm getting that you may disassociate a lot and try and mentally leave your body to avoid situations, but Spirit's saying that is not helpful. And then we've got this, which it could be acorn, it could be squash. I picked this in my last pick a card reading. I still don't know what it is, but again, there's 2 and they're intertwined. So I'm getting that a partnership, with this, an actual partnership might be coming into your life if you can make the choice to outwardly be who you want to be inside. I'm going to pick a couple clarifiers for you on this. Oh, hello. Oh. And I'll take that one. Okay. So, we've got the 9 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the King of Swords. So a lot of Swords energy. This most of this spread is Swords energy, right? So you're feeling a lot of this right now. But with the 2 Kings, I'm getting that there's a lot of masculine energy here. And King of Swords, this guy's kind of take no shit, right? So I'm getting that you're going to have that energy when you're coming into who you are, of like, people might give you backlash about it, but you have to say, you know what, I don't care, this is who I am, and your opinion on who I am is irrelevant. Then we've got the 9 of Swords over here. This talks about not, at least in this deck, you're not focusing on the real root of the problem right now, right? Like, there's a bunch of other stuff going on where you're like, okay, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, maybe these are my issues, and this is saying, no, who you are internally is the issue right now, and you trying to shift the focus to other things isn't going to be in your best interest. And then we've got this Seven of Swords here, which is about someone sacrificing someone else for their own gain, right? Like, there's help literally right outside the window. Like, help is coming, and she sacrifices him to the zombies anyway. So that's talking about someone who's around you who I'm getting almost like fear shiny objects, you know, like someone who's pretty and they're nice to be around, but like when it comes down to it, they're only looking out for themselves and they don't care. They may say nice things and use flattery, but when push comes to shove, it's them and no one else. They don't care. So I'm getting that you need to be wary of people like this in your life. Be wary of people who would, at the first sign, sacrifice you, as it were. Because Spirit is saying, when you come out as who you truly are here, they're going to show themselves. So I'm getting a warning, there's going to be people like that. But, again, don't... See, he's still focusing on that, right? He's got this whole zombie issue right here, and he's still looking at her. Like, don't focus on that. Focus on you. That is what I have for you, pile number 2. I am going to move on to pile number 3. Oh, I upset the cat. How dare I? Okie dokie. Pile number 3. So, oh, cats are purring behind me. So, first off, your charm is the Star, which reminds me of the Star card in the Major Arcana, which talks about being recognized, happy endings, choosing the good over the bad. So I'm getting a sense of like victory here, like victory at long last. But let's see what your cards have to say. It says you're close to achieving your goal and surrender to the divine. All right, that's a good start. And then for your tarot, we have Judgment, the Ace of Cups, the High Priestess, Page of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So what I'm getting here is there's again, right off the bat, there's a situation that's been going on for a long time, and you're like, okay, but when? Spirit's saying it's literally right around the corner. It is literally right there, but you're still trying to control the situation, and Spirit is saying you can't do that. That's not your place right now. You need to, here with the High Priestess, you need to trust in the divine that they have control over the situation right now. Like, because if you look at how she's sitting, that's like a very meditative stance, right? It's your time to meditate. It's your time to look inward right now as you're preparing for this giant change. And I'm getting that this change is due to karma. So karmic debts being paid both ways. So people who have been negative to you are going to get their just desserts, and you, if you've been working with trying to, how to put it, if you've been working to try and improve yourself, improve the lives of others, just be an all-around good person, your karma's going to come back to you too. But karma's coming back on all sides right now. It's not playing favorites. So, but it's also, with this card, it's important to notice right here, they've got their finger on the button. And this deck, for the Judgment card, it talks about how you have your finger on the button. You have been on this journey, and only you can make the judgment call, right? So this is saying that there might be situations coming in for you that you're going to have to use everything you've learned previously in your spirituality to make the right decisions. And then here we have the Ace of Cups. So this is talking about a new emotional endeavor, which would make sense if this karma here might be ending a cycle for you. So this Ace of Cups is talking about once this comes to pass, you're going to be starting new emotional journeys. Especially with this Page of Cups, because that's an emotional messenger. I typically take the Page of Cups actually as representing past loved ones who may now be your spirit guides working with you, so ancestors. And I was drawn to this picture up here where he's looking at a screen. So you're it sounds weird, but your loved ones and your ancestors might be trying to contact you via things that you might see online, like maybe random targeted advertising, or just random stuff that might pop up on your Facebook even as you're scrolling. That they might be trying to communicate with you that way. I'm getting meditate from this because her eyes are closed, right? So there's a need to meditate and look inward as this is going on. But with Knight of Cups here, this is saying this is forward movement right now. Like, there's no, like, he's on a wave. You can't go backwards when you're surfing. There's no going back from whatever this judgment is here. You're going on a new journey, and it's important that you don't look back, because once you achieve your goal, there's no going back. I'm going to pick some charms for you now. Right. So first we have this green, what shape is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So green octagon. Green is heart chakra. So you might need to work on your heart chakra. 8 is also, I take that as the number of infinite possibilities. But also it's the signal for a stop sign. So again, the need to stop and meditate on the situation. You need to stop trying to control it. You need to just stop for now. All right. Then we've got this, it's like an orangey pink color, but it's 3 pieces interwoven. So I'm getting, again, with the karma here, the rule of 3. So whatever you're putting out right now is going to come back threefold. So make sure you're focusing your intentions in the right way. Let's see what else we got. We've got this. It's like a little arrow with a circle. So I'm getting almost a third eye feel from it. There's 5 jewels in the middle. So if that's a number for you, the number 5, for synchronicity's sake, that 5 is also the number of transformation, because in the tarot, that's when the deck changes, right? It's like, so, yeah, that's when the suits change. So there's transformation going on here. But again, this arrow, there's a direction you're going in, and you need to follow it. You need to, I'm getting follow your own path, but make sure you stay on it. Like, you need to choose your own path, but then you need to make a commitment to it. Again, with 3, we have this charm, which is 3 hearts on a chain. So again, even when it comes to maybe romance right now, whatever you put out is going to come back threefold. Then we've got yellow, which I'm pretty sure is the sacral chakra, which talks about your self-worth. So you might want to work on that a little bit right now. Make sure you're prepared for what's incoming, especially with this judgment call. Then we've got this charm, which is again, it's like 3 portions. It's a nest, and it had way more charms at this point, but it only has green and orange right now, which, again, we got the green and orange up here. So the orange chakra, which is the 2nd chakra, I don't remember what it stands for, and the heart chakra are important to you right now. Working on that. Again, now we have a green hexagon. So 6. 6 is the number I associate with, like, it's weird, but I associate the number 6, like, right after change has occurred and you're working on, like, moving forward on your path. That's what I associate 6 with. So that. And then we have it's a flip-flop, and it has a flag on it, which I am not big on, but I'm getting maybe I need to go on vacation, which, I mean, quarantine, so maybe. But if you look at this a different way, there's lots of stars all over it. And again, you had the star here, so it might be just saying, just like putting emphasis on this star, like you need to look forward. You're the star in this situation, and you need to treat yourself as such. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stars on this, and 7 is quite a lucky number. Then we've got this, like, it's like, it used to be like a burgundy, but like the paint's chipping off of it, but it's a rose. And roses are a symbol of eternal love in most cultures. So I'm getting that you need to work on self-love in this situation. Also, we have the owl here. So this owl tells me you need to work, again, with the High Priestess, you need to work on your intuition, because there's signs that you may have been Spirit might have been trying to send you that you did not receive because you weren't open to them. I'm going to pull you a couple clarifiers. Getting that's one. So we've got the Six of Swords. Let's see if I can get any other clarifiers here. Temperance, and maybe one more. Ace of Hazards. Okay. So there's a lot of new things coming in for you. Not only new things for emotions, but new things for finances. This could be a new job, a new career, a new opportunity. It could also be some kind of inheritance, right? And this card in my deck specifically says it's like a high five from the universe, them acknowledging your hard work. Cat. But I'm kind of getting that this will only happen if you continue to be patient, right? Because it's close, but you still have to exhibit a little bit of patience right now. And with the Six of Swords energy, you're leaving stuff behind. The things that hurt you, the baggage from your past, you're leaving all of this behind. Like those grasping hands trying to get at you, they don't matter anymore. It's done. And you just have to keep remembering that you're moving forward, and you need to not look back. That's what I have for you, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and see you next time. Bye.